jealous of Surgical Goblin's success, and some of them like say, oh, he's overrated or he's, whatever. This would be a chance for King João to prove that himself.
Yes.
But of course, you lose to Surgical, you better not have been talking crap on Twitter, or that might get thrown back in your face.
All right, guys, here's our bans. So King João banning the arrows, Surgical Goblin banning the Inferno Dragons. We've seen quite a few bans on the Inferno Dragon today, so this will be an interesting matchup. I mean, Surgical Goblin himself ran Inferno Dragon in the first matchup that we saw with that Hog Rider deck, so, but, I mean, we all know.
Yeah, he did. He definitely took a little bit of pride in his bravery there. He's also a really great Hog Rider player, but unfortunately didn't quite make it to the Invitational today.
Yeah.
Instead, we have Surgical Goblin and King João. LATAM versus Europe. Both players are... Oh, King João is got an angry face.
Uh-oh. Did he perhaps pick a ban card?
I can almost guarantee that he has Inferno Dragon in this deck.
Oh, no.
It's a Lava Hound deck.
You think so?
I bet you it's a Lava Hound deck.
That or he's just spamming emotes.
Yeah, it could be spamming. Yeah, who knows?
Or it's that giant deck.
Maybe it means something else. Maybe it needs something else.
All right, we got a defensive poison, though, from King João down against Surgical Goblin's Graveyard. He drops the well-played, he drops the tears. So who knows? This could be, I'm taking this two different ways. It could be a tears, as in, oh my gosh, you're a great player, and I'm playing against you. Or, as in, I've brought something I shouldn't have brought. But we're going to find out here soon. He's still going, though. All right, Graveyard comes down the opposite lane, hitting the tower and trying to go for that Elixir Collector. Well played by Surgical Goblin.
I like graveyarding in the Elixir Collector lanes like that because, yeah, stray skeletons that hit the Elixir Collector sort of earn that cost of the graveyard back. Like, if you did no damage to the tower but did take out the Elixir Collector, that's like that's worth 5 Elixir right there, I feel like. So any extra hits help. King João is saying, wow.
These are a lot of emotes.
So I think this is Executioner Tornado here.
Yes.
What is the good luck? I can't tell. Yeah, I also can't tell. Is he psyching him out?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, but we're gonna find out.
If he has an Inferno Dragon in his deck, I just want to see it so I know. No, he doesn't. So he hasn't played any ban cards. What are you doing with the good game? Well played. Maybe he just felt that Golem Graveyard is like one of those matchups where it's so skewed that you got to just talk about it. But right away, that Graveyard goes down without doing too much damage. King João, though, is pumping up very effectively, meaning that even if Graveyard's a bad matchup for you, you get enough extra Elixir, it's fine.
Absolutely. All right, we see, once again, a defensive poison coming down from King João. Would have been definitely worth it had Surge dropped the poison on there.
I think King João thinks he's going to win this game and is given the old good luck, like, haha, I had a better matchup against you, and like, hey, good luck in the next round. But it is not over yet. All 4 towers are actually sitting very, very healthy as we are 30 seconds away from overtime.
True.
Oh, man, 3 pumps for João. You know, actually, you know what? This could be giving Surgical Goblin a taste of his own medicine. Surgical Goblin's been known to use the emotes a little bit. Not too bad, right? But he does give the thumbs up or the, her-hers and things like that when he thinks he made a good play. So maybe João's just taking every opportunity available to him. You definitely don't want to give him any chance to outplay you.
You know what? Those emotes are there for a reason. So
I'm a big fan of emotes, yeah. I'm a big fan of, I'm glad they brought back touchdown dances in the NFL. I had to go like 3 long years without seeing funny dances after touchdowns, but no longer.
Your life is now complete. All right, so it looks like, I mean, this Executioner plus the poison doing a great job.
Yeah, and look at that, the Night Witch, Cannon Card all getting shredded. The Cannon Card becomes stationary, and it does hit the Executioner. I kept saying Electro Wizard in my head. The Executioner, but he is down for the count now.
Oof, this Golem on the tower. Tornado comes down. That is, of course, Surgical's last card, as expected. However, Surge's left tower is super low there. He drops the well played. So, by the way, I feel like with Graveyard, you can get damage so quickly.
Yeah. Like, don't get cocky, kid.
Yeah, you never know. It is Surgical Goblin, after all.
I do think, though, the difference here is that João with the 2 to 3 pumps out means that even after he plays Golem, very quickly he's back up to like 5 Elixir, and he's never really caught
at this point, he could spell cycle him out. Because this Golem's going to at least get 1 punch. So now he just needs poison and a lot.
The bats are going to try to get it. I mean, good job by Surgical. He has to go in. Actually, these bats are about to get onto the tower. Defensive. Oh, the defensive poison's going to stop that, though.
Yes, it does. And we have a healthy Golem heading down the left lane towards Surgical Goblin's left side tower. He drops a Tornado, but... And hey, King João did just use his poison. So poison is not in the hand, but the log comes down, so it just needs Another punch.
And Poison
Ooh, not
will
quite.
Log,
There it is,
Log
though.
wouldn't quite do it. We'd fall too short, but
Yes.
Poison will. And King João is going to
King
go up
João.
1 game on Surgical Goblin, the tournament favorite.
Wow, all right.
Spot in the World Finals.
Yeah, he would break a lot of hearts at home, but I think he'd warm a lot of hearts within this tournament here if he were to knock out Surgical Goblin.
Who doesn't like an underdog?
That's true.
And
That
even
is
though
very true.
King João is a very accomplished player, not just, again, the third in both things, but he got into this tournament because of a second-place finish at the ESL Brazil Premier League Season 2. So he's kind of always the bridesmaid, never the bride here. Winning today's tournament would be a huge win for him, and definitely a very confident player. Met him a little bit in real life. Does not shy away from a challenge.
Absolutely not. All right, so we've got a pump to start. We've got an ice golem. Ooh, I'm thinking 3 musketeers from Surgical Goblin.
I agree. It's what it looks like to me. It looks like João was playing the same golem deck that he ran last time.
Nice. All right. Wow, good prediction with the King João's goblins there, shutting down Surgical Goblin's miner, trying to chip away at his elixir collector.
And that was a pretty big push there for Surgical, and now he's going to have to defend this counterattack. Cannon cards coming in, and it does reach the tower, but the minion horde in the sky is going to try to shed it as quickly as possible, but looks like the Mega Minion chopped out a lot of it.
Yeah.
Tons of damage on Surgical Goblin's tower, but I wouldn't worry about it too much here. You could get out a second pump, and really 3 Musketeers is a deck that always falls behind early in the game, and then turns it around in about 35 seconds when we hit double elixir time.
And remember, arrows are banned for this matchup, you guys, so Surgical bringing that minion horde, he knows that they are safe at least from arrows, which of course are the hard counter.
Still curious about that ban in the first place. I feel like he could have banned almost any card, because arrows, I don't see like either of these decks even wanted to run arrows in the first place. Oh wow, he's giving the oops, wow. Tough position for Surgical, because if you put the 2 Musketeers on the heavy side like that, they got caught up in the Elixir Collector as well.
Good value for King João's poison. Battle Ram doesn't quite make it to King João's tower, and the Golem pops, taking out a lot of Surgical's defense there against the Golem.
And the defensive zap comes down. The Bat and the Mega Minions survive.
Oof.
Minion Horde has to come down to help clean that out. But Surgical Goblin's tower is down to triple digits, and he has no pumps on the board.
Yikes, that Battle Ram looks like it's going to connect, and it does to King João's tower. Nicely played.
Now, depending on how long that cannon card stands there, no, it is going to roll ahead of the Golem. If it stood there for a little while, it might get behind. All 3 Musketeers come down. Poison's going to work, though. Wow, says King João. This is going to hurt, and I think King João is on his way to sweeping Surgical Goblin and knocking him out of the Invitational.
Oh, this push shows Surgical fighting back on the left-hand side here, though. He's got the miner down with that minion horde. That's a great push.
Psych! And that is a huge turnaround for Surgical Goblin, taking that tower, but he's saying good game now.
Good game. The poison comes down, cleaning out. Not quite all of it, but he tried. Well, cleans out all Surgical Goblin's defense there.